Hello there, and welcome to The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 6 review, Guns for Hire. We are back as always. Joining me is the Sith Holocron, Naomi. How you doing today?
It's very hot.
It's hot. I'm not that hot right now.
I'm morbidly obese, so...
I mean, we both are.
No, I'm fatter than you.
Well, yeah.
You can't even compare. Don't step to me in the fat regard.
I won't. And it is I, the Jedi Holocron, Tyler. We are back. The GOAT is back. Bryce Dallas Howard, directing Star Wars.
Always making bangers.
Mm-hmm.
What did she... You said she directed the Bo-Katan...
She directed the
episode last season?
Episode 3 of Season 2. And then she directed... I think she's... let me pull it up. But I know she's directed... I don't know what episode of Book of Boba Fett she directed. But... bangers all the way
But she
around.
puts out bangers, is what we're saying.
But also, dude, I saw this on Twitter. Someone pointed it out right after the episode. Bryce Dallas Howard always likes to insert a random alien love story into her episode. The frog people in the first one, and then the two aliens in the beginning of this one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like it.
Yes. What did you think of the episode?
It gave me very much very Clone Wars vibes. And not just because there were separatist battle droids there. It just kept making me think of the episodes when they were trying to solve crime, like a detective episode of Clone Wars.
Yeah, it was. I like it. It was very much real. It was like a little spy chase and cop episode adventure.
Yeah,
but also they advanced the plot of the main stuff a lot too, which was cool. And I just like seeing the Star Wars is is good when it's goofy too, like it is this episode. That also is what made it feel kind of Clone Wars. Yeah, was the kind of goofier elements to it. Mm-hmm. Din just being a hardcore racist against droids the whole episode. He was great in this episode, just kicking the B2s if they're good, they shouldn't notice anything.
And I love when Bo was criticizing him and he was just like, hey, I found the malfunctioning one, right? I do sometimes forget about Din's racism.
Yeah, he fucking hates droids. But also childhood trauma.
No, yeah, he's bigoted from trauma. Yes,
because the separatist droids that tried to kill him as a child.
And they were specifically B2s.
Yeah.
That tried to get him.
He was probably I like the line when they're convincing him to do. He's like, "You had me at droids.
You had me at battle droids." Yeah, the planet was interesting.
Yeah, the planet was cool, and so was it a former separatist planet that the Queen?
No, it's
because her husband
was an Imperial.
As a reformed Imperial. And they're not tied to the New Republic.
They're independent.
In any way, yeah.
They're Outer Rim, and they're independent, so I'd imagine they've probably been independent the whole time. Yeah. Most likely.
They still could have been separatists, though.
They could have been separatist, but I don't know. They didn't really specify.
It was the old man guy who turned out to be the guy causing the dysfunction, also known as Doc Brown from Back to the Future. I love this episode because, what a better episode to have these random-ass cameos of, really famous people. Like Jack Black, the GOAT.
With that absolute pussy-slaying beard.
Yeah, and then fucking Lizzo as his wife was so funny. I loved it. And just, her just being just was she's not, an actor. She's a musician, right? So...
Oh, I don't know who she is.
Yeah, she's a famous singer. And, she just got to, you have to make her act too much. You gotta play Grogu. That's great. Yeah. I would love to do that shit. And Grogu helping her with the game.
Just cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was one of the better episodes of the season, was just Grogu being cute the whole time.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I still stand by this, that him coming back has served no purpose in this season, so I don't get why they've rushed to bring him back.
He is a knight now, though.
He is a knight now.
So, you know what? That's worth it.
Yeah, but this was like very much just like a detective little like let's solve a little mystery episode, and yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I really enjoyed this episode. I love Star Wars when it's like this. It doesn't always have to be like
super serious.
Yeah,
yeah.
And also the beginning with the fucking love story with the fucking. I was so confused at first. Because I'm like, okay, these are what are they? Quarren. And then she like the main one's just in a fucking tank of water. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he like dumps a little cup in here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, they come from a water planet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they come from Moncala.
Yeah.
Because it's like I think it's. I can't remember. Is it Moncal or Moncala? Whichever one it is, the planet. Because the Mon Calamari is like the like main race from there, but then the Quarren are the other race from there. Mm-hmm. And like their whole thing is they kind of hate each other.
Forbidden love.
And are always at war.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense to have just a fucking like fish tank for the captain to be sitting in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the funny love plot. And bringing back Axe Wolves and Casca Reeves.
Yes, seeing a lot of Mandalorian without their helmets.
A lot of Mandalorians without their helmets, yeah.
And it was great. They all have the same armor too, which I don't love, but I get it. They're a crew.
Yeah, they're all unified.
Yeah.
So like essentially they're because normally it's like your armor is like based on your clan. Mm-hmm. At least that's how it was like in like because like Sabine's family all had like the same color-coded armor. They had like, what was it, black and yellow, I think? Or black and gold or something? It was like their color scheme.
Something like that.
And Bo-Katan's Night Owls always had the blue.
Blue, yeah.
And then Death Watch was also blue, and then the ones that stayed with Maul switched to red.
Mm-hmm. That's true. They always do have matching.
So since they're currently all working together, all of their armor is blue.
Yeah.
They can just Sabine repainted it every season, so...
Yeah.
You can just repaint it.
I was like wondering if we were gonna see her. I'm like, what if she's here?
If Sabine's there?
At first, it was before we realized what the planet was. I'm like,
yeah.
What's going on now?
I mean, yeah, I definitely...
I feel like we're gonna see Sabine this season.
Yeah, I feel like this would be the season to see her.
And then with the Mandalorian, with Ahsoka coming in a few months, the Ahsoka show. I feel it in my bones. Because we got Zeb. We got a bunch of weird cameos, Fuck it. Shout out to the most random thing. Like the beginning of the episode, the Mon Calamari and the Quarren. I'm like, why does the Mon Calamari boy sound so familiar? And then I looked it up, and it's fucking Tom Holland's brother. Now that I know that he sounds like... He must sound like a little bit like Tom, because I would not recognize his voice any other way. I'm just like, why does this voice sound familiar?
You know me, I'm only good at recognizing anime voice actors.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny when you said that. Yeah. I also, that B2 was fast.
That B2 had legs. That B2 was agile.
They had to have, upgraded their legs.
Yeah.
Every time we've ever seen B2s before this, they can only walk.
That's the power of Ugnaughts right there,
That is true.
Goated.
Because they weren't built by Ugnaughts originally. They were built on an assembly line.
Yeah.
By other droids. Oh, that's why you have Ugnaughts.
Or maybe it's just whatever is in their, the nano droids that were put in them that made them just
I don't think...
steroids that just made them agile.
That's not how metal works.
They
would need new joints to...
Yeah.
They must have given them, commando droid joints. And then, it's a good thing that they took all the blasters off the B2s at the very least.
Yeah.
You just had to keep throwing shit at them instead.
Which was fun.
Also, they're yoked.
What do you mean?
He was just ripping shit off the ground and throwing it.
True.
God damn.
The
nano droids.
The steroids of Star Wars.
I love the idea of a droid bar.
I was not expecting it on this planet particularly. Because the droid dynamic on this planet was interesting. Because a lot of them were Reformed Separatist droids. So they're we're just happy they didn't scrap us. Even though they're servants. indentured servitude, pretty much.
They're peasants.
Yeah, but they're like it's better than being scrapped.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a droid like uprising.
Yeah, I thought that too, but
once they said like, oh, you know, the droids do everything for us, I was like, okay, it's going to be a droid uprising then.
Nope.
This furthers my question though of why do they give every droid a soul?
Because souls have droids.
They don't need to all have full AI. Why is every droid fully sentient?
Yeah, that's fair.
Why do they all have emotions? I don't get it. I feel like protocol droids, you would want to have emotion.
Translator droids.
Well, that's what protocol droids do. Maybe astromechs, just to have a companion, since they're always with pilots.
Yeah.
But, like, most other droids, they don't need to have a soul. But they always do.
Which makes it all a little fucked up sometimes.
It makes it way more fucked up, because it's like, well, now you're just like... Now it feels unethical.
Yeah.
Because now they're just a servant class, but they have, like... They have, like, personality.
Yeah.
Why? Someone in Star Wars needs to invent a soulless droid.
Yeah.
No personality.
Just purely just for function.
Just function. Has no feelings.
It's like in our world, if they're like, okay, we're using machines to take over all McDonald's employees, but they all have feelings and function and souls and like.
Yeah, it's like why? Weird. If you make them just to do like menial labor, why give them like a heart?
Yeah.
I don't get. That's something that always fucking confuses me in Star Wars.
That honestly is true.
That's the biggest thing that confuses me, but I also kind of love it because at least then we get funny B1s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just really like the dynamic between Bo and Din.
Yeah, they're good together. I don't ship them like other people do, but I like them as like teammates.
Oh, do people ship them?
Yeah, people be shipping them.
That makes sense. It's
especially lately.
It's the straights on Twitter. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'd be the same way if I saw Bo-Katan next to any woman Mandalorian for long enough.
That's fair.
So I can't really judge, but you know.
Mm-hmm. The little family unit, but I don't see it. I'm not all about.
Yeah,
that.
I'm not.
It's fine, but like.
It takes a lot for me to really ship a...
We all know where Din's wife is. He'll go back to the planet where he met Cara Dune one day and live happily ever after with her.
You know what? Yeah, that's a straight relationship that I do ship.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this season's interesting because we're getting... This obviously a Bo-Katan season. We're getting a lot of Bo-Katan development. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of Din development. He's still a racist old droid hater. But, yeah, their dynamic is good together, though.
Yeah, I feel like they do play off of each other well.
Yeah. They're good, like... See, they're brother-sister to me. They're, like, good, like, pals.
They do, yeah, I mean, I don't read any form... I just read, like, friendship.
Yeah.
Camaraderie. I don't really read anything else out of it.
Yeah. But I feel like last two episodes, we need to address... Because, like, I feel like we're going, like, okay, she's back in charge because they fought or whatever. But, like, and then they're going to try to bring them together. But, like, we need to address Bo-Katan's failure at some point.
I know.
Like, why are we not addressing the fact that she lost a Darksaber in the first place? Like, what, did she just leave it on... She didn't leave it on fucking Mandalore when he got firebombed in the beginning and found it. Like, she lost it. And, like...
Yeah.
It was more than, like... Than just like we still haven't addressed what happened there, and it's so fucking weird to me.
I know. I almost wonder if that's going to be like if that's going to be like a big part of the finale.
Yeah, because they did tease too, like at the end of the last episode, the Gideon broke out probably, and also like Mandalorian armor. So maybe her old team
broke about,
possibly.
Maybe,
or they're just fucking setting shit up.
That would, but the thing with that is, right, like, yeah, they're mercenaries, they're guns for hire. But, like, that's, like, a special level to be willing to accept a job where you break free the guy who, like, genocided your planet.
That's true. I don't think that would happen.
Like, that is, like, an extra level of being just completely uncaring.
What do you think of the theory that since Cara Dune got promoted to Special Forces because we hate the actress, so she's not on the show anymore, that she was on the patrol ship and she died? I love that theory. Cara Dune dead.
That is kind of funny. Yeah, I could see that.
No, because, okay, do you know what? This is kind of off this episode, but, like, last week's episode, like, you know how they were doing Rangers of the New Republic? Mm-hmm. And last week, but it was supposed to be, like, Cara Dune was supposed to be one of the main people on it, and then we all know what happened there. Yeah. And so, but, like, what if Rangers of the New Republic is the guy, Zeb? Like, the TV show is, like, that guy, Zeb, Bill Burr's fucking...
Miggs Mayfield,
fucking... Get Iden Versio in there. Like, you could do a show without...
That would honestly...
Like, that'd be fucking pog.
That'd be fire.
Maybe where the fuck's Callus at, you know?
Yeah, where is Zeb's blonde husband?
Yeah, like, where the fuck is he? Like, you could do an interesting, like, thing there, with, especially since Zeb's a Ranger of the New Republic, I guess. That would... He's something.
That would be a fire show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Introduce a new character, like a brand new character. Like, you could do.
You have a squad of 5. You have the X-wing pilot from last week, who's always finding Din. Then you have Zeb. You have Miggs Mayfield, Iden, and then a new guy.
Yeah. Shriv. Fuck it, Shriv.
Or Shriv. That'd be pretty fire too.
No, because I didn't realize this cameo last week, but if you look at the Zeb scene, which is not really like a big cameo, like Zeb is the big cameo, but like at the bar, it has all the pilots from like the one episode. So you see Filoni's cowboy hat. It's Filoni, Rick, whatever, who's like a producer on the show. He directed a bunch of episodes. Rick Fukukawa and like fucking Deborah Chow. They're all at the bar. I didn't even notice.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually would be... I'm down for that. That'd be an awesome show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fucking Bo-Katan, address your shit. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I mean,
there has to be some kind of drama with her trying to bring people together next week, and then I assume final episodes like Gideon, I'm back, or like Thrawn, or like something, you know?
Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, because it has to be... I mean... Because obviously we know she lost the Darksaber, but how did Gideon beat her?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I have to imagine like he had Dark Troopers or something with him. Mm-hmm. Or like he just had like a whole squadron of Death Troopers with him. Like he couldn't have taken it alone.
Yeah.
Because we saw at the end of season 2, like he wasn't that good in like melee combat.
Yeah. And also like, yeah, true.
Like he's more intelligent than he is like a fighter.
Yeah, he's not like a.
So it was just like, how did he beat Bo?
Or how did she fuck up? Like, yeah.
I'm still very firm on my theory that I've been saying the whole time, that it's because she didn't earn the Darksaber last time. It fragmented the Mandalorians. They were weakened, and then Gideon was able to invade the palace with like a big force behind him.
Yeah. How do you feel about how they justified it this time?
It was kind of a funny loophole.
Yeah, it was a fun... I didn't mind it, but also...
I think they've used I feel like I've heard I feel like they've used a similar loophole before.
Yeah, but it's like it's not wrong.
No,
which is also kind of funny because like we don't think about that in that moment, but also it makes sense.
No, yeah, because that's the thing. Like, it isn't even really a loophole.
Yeah,
it's just consistent logic.
Yeah, because it's like she. Like, it was Gideon's when he beat her and took it.
Yeah.
So...
Then Din beat him.
Din lost to the weird Grievous creature. Yeah. And then she took it.
And killed the Grievous creature.
Yeah.
Supposedly. I still think it's alive.
It's out there somewhere.
But she did beat it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to kill him. You just have to beat him. Mm-hmm. So that does stand. Like, that's why even Axe was like, fuck. Mm-hmm. It is hers. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about it
in the episode. And I'm always thinking about how the Darksaber is traded around.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad. See, I don't know how I feel, though, about it going back to Bo. I love Bo, but like, I don't know if she's the right leader for Mandalore. I feel like she can unite Mandalore, but does she lead them?
I like.
I don't think Din is either. By the way, I'm not saying that he is, but
no. I do
or the
think,
armor. I don't think any of them are. But
I think she's the best pick, and I also like, assuming we actually finally get to see what happened, how she failed. I do like it being like kind of her redeeming herself.
Yeah. But we don't know what she fully... We know what she's redeeming herself for, but not fully yet.
We don't know why. Like, we don't know what specifically happened.
Yeah.
We know the broad strokes and, like, the end result, but we don't know what exactly happened that made her lose. Mm-hmm. And that's what I want to see, because then I feel like that's, like, her whole arc, is, like, she's redeeming herself and coming back to be the leader again.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one who is even close to being, like, a good leader for Mandalore.
Sabine.
But Sabine isn't really
she's really not like into like the culture like that.
She kind of just like left.
Fenrow. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, she did make that one. She did make that one fucking like arc reactor that would just vaporize Mandalorians.
Yeah.
And so then she got basically like exiled. So
they need a high council of Mandalorians. They need like 5 of them.
That is true.
Like, she could be the main one, and then you have, like, the armor on there to represent, like, the cultists, and then you have, like, I don't know, fucking put Axe on there if you want, and then, like, put some other random chuckle fucks on there.
That would make the most sense, honestly.
Yeah. And then introduce some new cool Mandalorians.
Yeah. Like
I wonder what, like, when this season's done. No, never mind. Like, I still don't know what is, like, Din's purpose? Like, what's he doing? Like, what's he doing? Like, what's his goals in life other than to protect the baby and raise the kid? You know?
Yeah. I mean, that is a whole life's purpose, because it's going to be a while before that kid grows up.
Yeah.
Before that kid Grogu's up. Yeah. That is... Yeah, I have no idea. I feel like... Well, because there was, like, a bit of a time skip between seasons 2 and 3.
I don't think it's as much as people think it is.
Really?
Yeah, people are trying to say it's 2 years, but I don't even think it's 6 months.
Oh, I was going to say a year.
I don't think it's that long. It's minimum 6 months.
Minimum?
6 months to a year. It's no longer than a year.
Yeah, I don't think it's any longer
because,
than
like,
a year.
obviously it had to be some because he was with Luke for a little bit.
Yeah. So that's why, like, I kind of think there was, like, a bit of a time skip. I almost wonder if after this season we're going to have a bigger time skip.
I don't know.
Like 2-3 years or something.
Maybe. Who knows?
Because I almost feel like Din's going to, like, try and settle down.
Maybe.
Once they, like, retake Mandalore.
I feel like Din's just, like, that character who's just always going to be on an adventure with whatever the season's about. Or because they keep teasing Grogu stuff. Eventually, Grogu is going to have to grow up, you know?
I mean, yeah, but again, they got a while.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's going to be a baby for a long time.
True.
Because considering he's 50 and is still, like, an infant, pretty much. Or, like, kind of close to toddler range. Like, it's going to be, like, another, like, 50 years for him to be, like, a kid.
Yeah.
Unless, like, you go from infant straight to, like, grown up with their species. We don't know how they work, but...
Yeah.
Also, I like what this show does for Ugnaughts.
It does a lot for Ugnaughts. Honestly, it does a lot for a lot of the aliens.
Yeah.
Like, the Disney Plus shows have done a lot for, like, the Tuskens, the Ugnaughts, like, all the aliens.
And I've loved that, because that's always my favorite thing in most sci-fis, but Star Wars never really...
The frog people.
Star Wars, like, never really delves into the aliens much.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, most other sci-fis that I like are... The things that I like are the aliens.
They need to do more aliens. I was actually watching... I went to see the D&D movie this weekend. And I'm like, it's weird doing a D&D movie. And like, most of them are just, like, human-looking people, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like...
But that's the thing when it's live action. It's a lot harder to do alien, like, protags.
That is true.
Like... But that's why, like, I want more animated Star Wars with more alien protagonists.
Yeah.
Like, because, yeah, I want to see more... Yeah, I want more aliens, just in general. Too many humans in Star Wars. Give me more aliens.
Okay, I want to pitch something. I've been thinking about how you bring Star Wars back to the cinemas without doing, like, oh, here's, like, people we've already seen before. But also doing it really cool. But also completely ripping off another franchise. But I'm here for it.
Speak up.
But completely ripping off another franchise, and I'm here for it. So, it's John Wick, but in Star Wars. But it's bounty hunters. And it's like the main bounty hunter is a Mandalorian, so you can do all the action, but like shooting him will never kill him because he has the armor that bounces off him.
Yeah.
And like the bounty hunter, like you can dive deep into the bounty hunter lore of like all the assassins in John Wick, but it's like all bounty hunters, and like there's like, you know, I think that would be really cool.
I mean, it would be really cool. I'm just laughing because you're just...
I want John Wick, but Star Wars.
Yeah, you've just...
There's so many things I want with a Star Wars skin on it.
No, I mean, I agree. I'm the exact same way.
Like Overwatch, but Star Wars.
Yes. Unironically. Like, that is... Yeah, that is my fetish, is just taking things that already exist and just slapping Star Wars on it, and then I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
It could be cool. You can make a character like fucking, like he's a Mandalorian, but like he's a retired bounty hunter, but he's staying with his family. And then, okay, Din Djarin, 10 years, he gets married to the woman. Someone kills his wife, and then he just like, I'm back, and just starts fucking up people. Ooh. Or like,
I thought you said without like using all the same characters.
I mean, it's whatever. There's so many cool things you could do.
See, now what I think is the funny part is you think that there's going to be another Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah, we know. I mean, Star Wars Celebrations this weekend. Maybe we'll get an announcement of what the next Star Wars movie.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if that thing that I just said ages poorly.
I hope it does.
I mean, I definitely hope it does too. But also, you know, as long as we have more Star Wars in general.
This year's actually kind of goated for fiction.
I went...
We're about to get the Ahsoka show this year.
When did Revenge of the Sith come out?
2005.
05, yeah. So I went from 05 until Force Awakens without any Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I'm built to survive gaps between Star Wars movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta start reading, you know?
I mean...
Can I spoil the first 3 chapters of the Jedi Fallen Order book?
I mean, you can spoil it to me. I don't know why you want this to be in the video.
Not the plot. Yeah, I'll spoil it to you afterwards. It's not even a plot point. It's just yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah, read books, people.
We do have Jedi Survivor coming out soon, too.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking great.
It's gonna be fire. We can give Cal a mullet.
Are you gonna do Hog Cal?
I'm not gonna do Hog Cal.
You give the cow with the mullet and the one beard's like, where was he on January 6th?
Yeah, Hog Cal.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that it's not just fucking ponchos anymore.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to customize his hair and his beard, I don't think, too much, because, like, I like the way he looks.
If there's one that I think is particularly attractive...
Yeah, I was seeing some of them, none of them spoke to me, but I'm sure I only saw, like, a few of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... I feel like I probably will leave him, like, mostly unedited in terms of, like, hair and beard.
Yeah.
But if I see something good, if I see something hot, I'm going to do it.
The lightsaber and his outfit in BD1, they're getting the works.
They're getting the customization.
Yeah. It's cool that we can customize BD.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Great episode. Bryce Dallas Howard, direct the Rey trilogy for me, the next one. Love story between Ben and Rey, she's got it. Bring Ben back. She knows what she's doing. Yeah.
But they're not aliens. Can she do it?
I don't know. That's true. We got only 2 episodes left. I'm excited.
I'm interested.
Big things are going to happen. I feel it. So, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, may the Force be with you.
I have spoken.